this is Miss Janelle from the Ella Johnson Library, and today we are going to be talking about basket making for our Little Stitches video. So today we're going to make baskets out of some recyclable material, which is newspaper. And this will kind of give you an understanding on how to make a basket. Traditionally, baskets are made out of grasses or vines, but today we're going to use newspaper so that we can kind of get an idea on how it's done. So in your kit, you should have a glue stick and lots of newspaper. What else you will need is a pair of scissors and perhaps a ruler. I also used staples to kind of help keep my basket together. So the first thing that we need to do is prepare our newspaper. So you'll get a whole newspaper, and what you'll need to do is open it and cut it so that it is in one long sheet like that. So the basis of our basket is this right here. We're going to be working 4 rows across and 4 rows down. So we need to make sure we have enough paper strips to do that. Now my basket's really big. You can make yours smaller if you like. So what I did was I took my sheet, I turned it towards me, and I folded the whole thing in half. Then I folded it again, and then I folded it one more time. So we have this nice strip right here. If you want to make your basket smaller, you can cut it in half. You can fold it one more time. It's totally up to you. So this is where I kind of use the staples because the newspaper wants to curl. I kind of stapled it so that it would stay a little bit flat. Now we're going to keep folding until we have 4 rows going down and 4 rows going across. We're going to lay 4 rows going across, and then I'll show you how to weave it. The method of weaving is very simple. You do 1 row going over and under, and then you do the next row going under and over. So you want to make sure that you keep reversing so that you have a nice tight weave for your basket. Right, 3 here, we just need 1 more. Like I said, if you want to make yours a little bit smaller, you can totally do that. You could just do 3 and 3, or 2 and 2 if you want a really tiny basket. Whatever the case is, you want to make sure that it's the exact same number of rows going across as there are rows going down. Alright, so now we have our 4. We want to start weaving. So, with this basket here, you can see we went over, under, over, under. The following row was the reverse. That's exactly what we're going to do. Now, you want to make sure that you try to center your pieces as much as possible because we want to have the extra edges hanging so that we can create the sides of the basket. Okay. So, here, this is the middle. This is where you could use a ruler. I'm going to go under, over top of the next one, under the 3rd one, and over top of the 4th one. Okay, just like that. And now this is where you're going to glue it. So you want to glue all the pieces together so they stay. And then we're going to do the next row. The next row is going to be the exact opposite of the first row. Fold piece here. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so we went under for the first one, so we're going to go over top. Then we're going to go under that second one, over the third one, and under the fourth one. When I pull it and push those nice and close to each other, you can see it's starting to kind of create like a checkerboard, and they're opposite of each other. So that's what we're looking for. Now you do 2 more rows, and then you want to think about the sides. So the reason we have the strip so long is because we weave our 4 rows, and then we put a crease in it so that it goes up the side. And I'll show you what I mean. So we have this right here, and I'm going to fold that in and make a hard crease. Same thing with this one. Make sure we glue nice and easy. Now, when we release it up, look, there, we have a side. Perfect. Now, we're going to weave the sides just like we did the bottom. So we're going to start going under, over, and then do the second row, the opposite, and the third row, the opposite again. So, the bottom is going to be 4 by 4, and the sides will be 3 by 4. So you want it a little bit smaller, not a perfect square. Just like that. And you can see when I go all the way around, you can't really see the seams. Now, when you do the sides, you're going to weave the paper all the way around the basket. It's going to be a little bit short, so you'll have to start another piece hidden, just like this one, underneath, and continue the row and trim it and hide it and glue it down. So it should look very flawless. So when you're weaving a basket traditionally with grass, you're going to want to tie it together and keep going. So we can't tie our newspaper together, so what we do is we glue it edge to edge underneath the top so that it stays hidden just like that. And you're going to do that all the way around. And then when we get to the edge of the basket, you can either leave the edges just like this without anything on it, or you can take one of the strips like this, fold it again in half, and put that over top of the side of the basket. And this will create more of a finished edge like you see on a traditional basket. Again, with this one too, it's going to be a little bit short. So you can see the seam here. I had to add another piece, which I tucked under this one and put here and kind of hid it. Another thing you could do is if you have ribbon or fabric, what would be really nice is to have that finished seam be a piece of ribbon or a little bit of fabric, or maybe even some colorful tape would be really neat too. Once you're all done, you'll have a fully functioning basket that you can put just about anything in. And if you'd like, what you could also do is add some handles. So you could take another strip, staple it to the inside, and have a handle going from side to side. You could do an X style handle from going edge to edge like that, or you could do a double handle going across. But that is how you weave a basket out of newspaper. I hope you had so much fun with me for Little Stitches today. Stay tuned for another episode, and we will see you very soon at the library. Bye-bye.